Hey guys, 17.865, and wow, I apologize for the really shitty lighting here. I didn't realize how dark it actually was. That's weird. It looks even darker than normal. Why is that? Wait a minute. Let me move this. No. Okay. Apparently, my lighting in here says no. Anyway, I had to contemplate whether to make this video because well, there's a few things to cover. One is I want to finish talking about my Chesnaught team from earlier, as well as I want to talk about just I guess to a degree some of the metagames in general and how trying to build a team in UU based around Tyrantrum is driving me literally crazy because Tyrantrum is difficult to use, to say the least, and just no. For those who know Tyrantrum, you know, he's a very cool-looking Pokemon. He looks very awesome. He and Aurorus both look really awesome. They're the fossils of this generation. Tyrantrum, and don't mind that I was lightning in the background. There's a big thunderstorm going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hopefully it breaks. There's been a massive humidity spell where I live the past couple days, 2 or 3 days, and it's just... Although, I'll get into that later. The humidity reminded me of something from last year that I can't even explain it. Wow, loud. Anyway, if people can't see my other eye, don't worry about it. I do have a right eye still. It's just the darkness is probably obscuring it. I don't understand why it's so dark. This is bizarre. Maybe I'm just... No, it's just... Okay. Whatever. So I faded in out of the background. Yeah. But yeah, so that team earlier, I talked a little bit about it. The other two members are... Okay. I have a Clefable and a Rotom Wash on that team as well. I'm not giving the sets for all these. Again, people can figure out that shit on their own. Like, use your own shit. Don't like, whatever, copy, I don't know. I just, use your minds. People have minds, I nearly quoted Blue's Clues there, and that's just would have been, well, I'm 23 quoting Blue's Clues. Wow. Okay. Yep. But yeah. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that team again, that Chesnaught. Anyone obviously can try it. It probably would work in UU as well. The only problem in UU is you have things like Chandelure running around. You have a lot of Houndoom. You have a lot of very overpowering special attackers. Like I should say Mega Houndoom. Regular Houndoom probably does about 65% with Fire Blast, as long as it's not Specs. Mega Houndoom, forget it. You're just not taking that thing's hits. It has 40 base special attack. No. Chandelure, same deal. It's just no. Like, don't switch it the hell out of dodge. Do not let it take shit like that, because it will get fucked up badly. So there's that. Again, AV Chestnaught's good because no one really predicts it coming. It can even actually, Nasty Plot Mega Lucario, if anyone runs that in UU, it basically is walled. Because as long as you don't switch into it at +2, you can take a +2 Flash Cannon after it gets rid of something, and you can just destroy it with Brick Break. If it's taken 2 rounds of Life Orb, which is very convenient, actually. Maybe in 1 round, I don't know. Lucario is not that bulky compared to Mega Lucario, but I don't know. So, you could try that. I mean, because he's immune to Aura Sphere. Vacuum at +2 will do nothing. You need to be at like +4. I think at +2 it only does like 37, 39, maybe 40%. It does like nothing, relatively speaking. For a Life Orb, Timid, Max Special Attack, +2 Lucario, I mean, that's weak, to be honest. So I believe Luke has 110 special attack, or maybe it's 115, I don't remember. He has quite a good amount of special attack, and it just doesn't even fit. Chestnaught's like, didn't feel that. But yeah, I don't know. So, I love you guys. Like 10:30 hour recording. I'm a little tired. Oh my god, oh my god, I feel like crap. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, basically, and people are just people are unreliable. But I don't need to say it to anyone on here because by now it should be a rhetorical point to most people in this world. People are just no, a lot of times. Yeah, if you're reliable ones, you're in good shape. But yeah, that team, again, as I said last video, it works. Hates fire spam. It actually hates bird spam too. Because if Rotom Wash dies, Staraptor and Talonflame will clean that team. Literally clean it. For a shortcut. Because you can King Shield with H-Slash, freaking Flare Blitz. Then if they Swords Dance, you're dead. Your whole team is dead. because it outspeeds Empoleon, so it doesn't have to worry about using priority Brave Bird at +2. It wouldn't kill full health Empoleon. +2 Brave Bird, it would not. And Skull would just destroy it right back. But the thing is, Flare Blitz would now outspeed it. Megazord Y would just get to smash to bits by Brave Bird. Ironically, of all things, one of the best counters to Talonflames, particularly SD set, Rotom Wash to some degree physically defensive, Regirock. Regirock just is like, he's like, whoa, Talonflame, what are you doing? What is this? What is this shenanigan? Go away. Just go. And that is why Regirock is just like, it's like a big, heart from me. I can't really do it that well, but he's like a big, whatever. Everyone gets the point. He gets a big heart from me. AV Regirock is amazing, and he's God tier, and he's incredible, and he should probably be RU because of AV alone, much less his stats are all very good, barring his horrendous speed stat, which who gives a shit. Run it in Trick Room, run it bulky, and most people don't run speed anyways, unless you're nuts and you want to run Rock Polish. If you do, go for it. You're probably a little bit crazy, but try. Gimmicky as hell, but hey, you want to do it? More power to you. Probably a few shades away from being in the Pokemon Looney Bin, but that's okay. Then again, I've seen Rock Polish Fortress, so what do I know? I don't know. Granted, that was on a very gimmicky team, so I can maybe see. It's not even like it's something completely unexpected. Like, Rock Polish Regirock is kind of dumb. There are things that can work that are unexpected, and that's... I'll talk a little bit about this. I do kind of want to touch on this, because some people, like I said about the Chesnaught, no one really expects it, because people don't know what it does necessarily, because they usually see it only in UU, if they even see it there. Because another perfect example would be, what's that thing? There's one poke in particular who's very, very, well, I guess... in a certain way, Durant is like that. He's an RU. However, he can be used in OU. Because if people see the thing's speed stat, it's 109. It literally outpaces, I believe, all the Musketeers by 1. It outpaces Infernape by 1. So it's the equivalent of Genesect to Hydreigon. Genesect has 99 speed. Hydreigon has 98. Yes, I have speeds memorized. Sue me. But because I'm just like that, I have a very good memory, and I try and damn, more lightning. Zekrom, what are you doing out there? Zekrom's drinking Pavik in the background. I don't know if he knows I have this shirt on, and it's like his color or whatever, because, Zekrom is the giant black dragon, the red-eyes black dragon wannabe from Black and White, and Reshiram is the blue-eyes white dragon. Yeah, right. I'm sure people have heard that before. If you haven't, well, you need to look at Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So, again, ignore the background noise. I can't do shit about it. I wish I could. I mean, everyone is asleep, too, so I won't be as animated as normal either in this video for the rest of it. I just won't be because, well, waking people up is not good. I already got a little hyped before because my computer decided to throw a hissy fit. And I barely got this recording in because, well, it was throwing a hissy fit, and Facebook was being annoying, and every single website I was on was being annoying, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, it's just stupid. What was I saying? Yeah, certain pokes, no one really expects them. Like, take... Again, Durant's a perfect example because the thing is so blazingly quick for a steel type. I think it's second fastest steel, only to... I know there's one quicker than it. Arceus Steel. That's it. Arceus Steel. He's the only quicker at 120, obviously. But is there another one besides that? Why do I think Xerneas was Fairy Steel? He's not Fairy Steel. He's freaking Pure Fairy. No. There's no other faster. Okay. I think that, yeah. But Durant is blazing, in terms of being a bug covered in freaking metal. I mean, look at Scissor. 65. That's horrendous. He's slower than piss. A T-Tar with the right amount of speed could outspeed him. And that's sad. T-Tar is a freaking giant Tyrannosaurus, and basically speaking, and not Tyrann. Well, he's a, what is he? He's a giant lizard thing, dinosaur. I don't fucking know. Mega Tyrannosaurus overdone. Never mind. And Scissor is Scyther is so blazingly quick, it makes no sense. But anyway, back to Durant. That's Game Freak for you, I guess. Durant's very good. Only problem is you touch on a special move, it just falls apart like paper. It's just so bad, especially. He has no fucking special bulk at all. And damn, that lightning. Again, Zekrum's doing some work. Got a few Electros firing some Thunders out there, I bet. Jesus, it's disgusting. Man, putting that tail is to good use. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. But yeah, sometimes the unexpected in games of pokes that can, win games. Now, here's a good question. If anyone feels like commenting on this, go ahead for the people who are subscribed to me. If you don't, I guess that's all right. But I'm kind of curious. What is something unexpected you've seen on Showdown, or you've seen on Pokemon Online, something you've seen that threw you and blew your mind sky high and made you think, what the fuck is he running that for? But it actually worked. It can't have not worked. It needed to have worked. If it didn't, I don't really give a shit. If it didn't work as it was intended. I know, I had a friend of mine tell me, I think he saw, and I saw this on a video too, Assault Vest Hydreigon, which is okay. I laugh because Moonblast exists, Dazzling Gleam exists, Slurpluff can kill a Hydreigon, for heaven's sake. A cupcake can kill a Hydra. Then again, the more Game Freak logic, but still, it's the truth. It can. Also, like, a cupcake can breathe fire, sure. But it's like really, you're running Assault Vest on something quad weak to Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast. Oh my God, help. But that makes no sense. But yeah. So that's one thing. And then what did I see in one battle? This was interesting. So normally I see Sharpedos with Crunch, Waterfall, Earthquake, Protect, and RU. Saw one with Poison Jab. And I saw a guy encore my Aromatisse 3 times with a Whimsicott. Now that could be just nubbiness. His ranking is rather low because I haven't laddered much in RU yet since ladder got reset. But 3 fucking times. Do you not know Aromavale exists? Look it up. That was just, whoa. Okay. Nubbed him at 10 o'clock. But yeah, if anyone wants to, answer that, feel free. Because, I'm kind of curious. What? And if you're really freak, because that lightning, damn, whoa. Okay. But someone count by how many times in this video I say lightning. Because you'd probably be rich if you got, $10 every time. But yeah, I mean, those are the ones I can remember most, vividly, because they happened fairly recently. There's also another one. Well, this was one I pulled, actually, so I take this back. This is the story I think I may have been thinking of before. Now, everyone knows Aegislash when it goes into its blade form. I said this a few videos back, and I'm sure anyone who's played enough 6-gen meta knows Aegislash all too well. And I did a video on his potential getting banned. Now, Aegislash, when he goes to blade form, has 150 attack and special attack versus his 150 defenses in shield form. Now, I had a set I made with Shadow Ball, Iron Head, King Shield. Now, that sounds fairly standard, right? Right, everyone? That's rhetorical. It is standard. Standard as fuck. Didn't have Shadow Sneak, though. People might ask, well, MDean, what did you have? If they're that curious, because people might be like, huh, did you have Sacred Sword? I'll give you a hint. I made a Garchomp cry. And I made the guy rage quit after the second turn. Hidden Power Ice. Go to hell, Garchomp. Go to hell, Defensive Gliscor. Both of you go. Especially Defensive Gliscor. After Rocks, that one hit KOs it if they dare predict a Shadow Ball and think they can switch in all willy-nilly, because guess what? A lot of people now run max HP. I think it's something around 150-something, 160-something special defense, the rest in speed, Gliscor. They rely on its natural physical bulk to cushion the hits it resists and is neutral to, and then they invest in special bulk to take more resisted or neutral special hits well. Clever. Not when I have Power Ice. No one expects that. Hell, people scarcely expect it on Landorus T anymore. Sometimes even Landorus I don't expect it. But on Aegislash it's glorious because no one ever sees it coming. It's wonderful. It's the best feeling ever. It's like, oh, that's an adorable switch and now it's dead. Nice and dead. But yeah, so like I said, anyone tell me, feel free, stories you got about that, just let me know in the comments or whatever. I don't send me a PM, hell, I don't care. I'm on here a fair bit, so I'm sure I'll get it at some point. But yeah, so next thing I do want to kind of touch on this. It is kind of another question, and this one's a little more on a, I guess, personal scale. People can feel free to answer this if they choose. I, I mean, I've heard stories like this, and I wasn't really sure if it actually happened, but more and more lately with certain things that I've had just kind of going on, I'm convinced, like, of this and more things I've seen around me. How many of you have known people where fear would keep people apart from each other, even if they truly cared about each other? Like, in other words, not just fear, but, like, it's more fear of someone's own emotion, I guess, so to speak. I guess, because like I said, I've talked about this friend in many a video, and he had this problem when we were both younger because, well, he developed a crush on me, and oh my god, it was awkward. I mean, we're still friends. I don't give a fuck, but it was just like, at the same time, it was just, in a sense, it was flattering. In a sense, it was like, what? Yeah, kind of like that. But I don't know. And so I think his fear sort of kept us from, hanging out as much as we could have and whatever, maybe having some of the fun we missed. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of a question that's been bothering me lately for some reason. It's just, it seemed, I don't know. I can't really explain it. And I don't know. It's, I'm not very good at explaining stuff like that. But again, if anyone has anything like that, just, by all means, if you want to, tell me. The first one is more of I would much prefer if you had a story, Pokemon related, that you definitely tell me. This other one is a little more, if you don't want to, obviously you don't have to, but it kind of be nice. I mean, I'm sure people have been through that. It's just weird from what I've seen why people do that. I don't know, like what they retreat from, what they run from. I mean, I guess feeling would be one of them. I'm not really one to do that. I'm more to face my feelings, and just like I face fears, like I'm not gonna sit back and like just watch it all sort of, watch something crumble around me at all. I'm more likely to, like I said, face something. Holy shit, that lightning is insane. I'm more likely, face something head on kind of thing. Sort of. I'm more likely to just, confront my fear, confront whatever it is, confront the feeling, confront something. I'm more likely to just, say, hey, this is my real feeling. This is, what I, no matter how deep it may be, no matter how, I mean, or how, whatever it may be, you can't, let something like that keep you apart from someone you care about. That's what I'm saying. Like, in other words, because I've seen that in my life too much. Like, I've noticed it, and it's just like, it's a scary kind of trend. I don't know why, but people just seem to do that. I don't really understand that logic. I never will. Because, again, I'm not one to do that. But, because feeling and fear can go truly hand in hand. There's a saying I heard, and I really like it. It's, if you walk through life, if every step you take in life is heavy, because you're heavy-hearted, because of things you never said, then you're not living. All you're doing is existing. And I think that phrase pretty much sums up a lot of my logic and how I think of things, and how I think of stuff like that, like what I just described. And not only that, but there's another one. Living with what could have been. Not a good idea. Always speak, what you truly feel. Never let it, like, keep it down, so to speak. Never suppress it. Never push it down and be like, I don't feel that. No, because I don't want to, because I can't, because I'm denying it. I'll deny it forever. I shouldn't be, or I shouldn't feel that way. All that crap. Load of garbage. Load of fucking garbage. Who cares what people say? Load of trash. That's all it is. It's what makes you happy, what makes the person happy. That's what I'm trying to say to everyone. Cause I know, I'm sure people have been through this. I've heard even stories. I've talked to people on Showdown who've been through stuff like this. Like, and it just bothers me. Because, like, suppressing it, I mean, I won't say I'm not guilty of it too. It's a hard thing to do and not to do. So, like, in other words, like some, like, they get that wow, they get the idea in their head. I shouldn't feel this. I don't want to feel this. So I'm just gonna, push it away, push it in. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I've tried that in my life. It doesn't work. Believe me. And then people might say, well, it's only one person experience. that doesn't mean shit. Because anyone who says otherwise is just that determined to deny it. And is that determined to say. But in the end, it'll manifest in one way or the other. It always does. At least in my mind. But yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. So back a little bit onto unexpected sets and whatever. I kind of wanted to say that for a while. Last like 2 or 3 videos, and I never really got to because I kind of ran out of time. But like I said, just a little more, probably about another couple minutes, 3-4 minutes on some more expected stuff. There was another set. What was it? What the hell was it? Oh, Bulk Up Thunderous. That irritated the shit out of me. Now, I mean, people are familiar with Thunderous, know that Prankster is one of its basically main abilities. It's like, you know, its fallback ability. It's you know, it's good old, you know, whatever, you know, trusty ability, so to speak. But it gets Defiant, which if you're hit by a stat lowering move, your attack goes up by 2, which most people I'm sure know because Bishop is very famous for that. That Dark Steel type that went up from UU to OU this gen. Bishop is insane because it hits like a mock truck, has okayish speed, and has great physical defense. So that's why people know him. Thundy, Bulk Up Thundy's evil. It's evil. It's fucking evil. It's just no. It swept me. It swept my last 3 guys. I just don't under. And it had Fly. It had Fly, Wild Charge, and Knockoff, and I almost just walked away from my computer for like 5 minutes because that's just bad. It's just weird. I mean, I won't say that. It's not to say bad because it threw me for a loop, but it's weird. I've seen Knockoff Life Orb Thundy. That's acceptable and understandable. Because Knockoff spam, why the hell not? If you can learn it, run it. Because I've seen Lando Eyes with the Life Orb Sheer Force set. Fine. But to run Pure Physical Thunderous is kind of a waste, in my opinion. You want to knock off Superpower Volt Switch HPI is fine. If you're going to run Pure Physical, that's a little bit bizarre. Because you cannot break physical walls with that set. Hippowdon's going to laugh at that set. Any other really dedicated physical walls, Ferrothorn's going to laugh at that set unless you have like +2 or 3. It can't break as many things as Special Thundy can, in my opinion. It's a little strange. But yeah, anyway, you know, like I said, that D stuff I don't know, I don't know. I can't explain why I needed to say that stuff, but it's just, I don't know, so, but yeah. And I think because I know, I mean, no matter what, this is the internet or not, everyone who watches the video obviously is a person, unless for some reason Android's on YouTube. I don't really understand that, or Cyborg, but hey, if they are, they are. And that what I said about for those 5 or 6 minutes doesn't apply to them, but, you know, I just think that people do go through that sometimes, like, try and stuff stuff down, like, in other words, feeling whatever, stuff things, and that's just, no. Stuffing shit down never does anyone any good, like, oh my god. I still don't think my friend in high school did that. Actually, my other friend who I think I've talked about in way less videos than the other guy, but he did that too. He ended up, oh my god, it was terrible. I felt bad for him because he went to extremes to try and just forget everything, and that, yeah, not good. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It just that's the only real thing I want to know. Has anyone ever, you know, figured you could stuff your emotion down or stuff some kind of feeling down, you know, or is fear, you know, or fear of something you feel about someone or for someone ever kept you away from them? That's all I want to know, you know. That's it. Anyone who, you know, sees this, you want to comment about that, go ahead. And if you also want to comment about, like I said, the first one I prefer people comment about too, because that one mainly, because, you know, any unexpected shit people see. Oh, I've also seen Overheat Primate. That was something. I understand. It wasn't an OU. Holy wow, that was big, and it was very luminescent. Anyway, yeah, I'm off to go make a NU or OU. If I even try OU rain team, I'm probably crazy, but an NU rain team most likely with a Parasect. So I am MD865. I will see you all later. Goodbye. And if you're anywhere in my area where you live right now, you are witnessing a very phenomenal thunderstorm. It is quite incredible, and I'm sure the meteorologists are raving. Anyway, goodbye.